Well, the Center of International Private Enterprise has today launched a digital economy enabling environment guide that seeks to create legal guides for the country's digital space. Well, the new guides creates a framework on consumer protection, data protection, cybersecurity, and economic transactions to enable businesses capitalize on the digital transformation. Well, we are now joined by Abubakar Abdullahi, who has been covering this story for us. He's at our City Center studios. Good afternoon, Abubakar. For the launch of this particular guide, what is the end game towards this?
Well, good afternoon, Abi. Kenya is ranked as the fourth fastest growing digital economy, of course, coming behind Mauritius, leaders China and Bolivia. Position 4, courtesy of money transfer. Remember, the country transfers within it close to half of its GDP annually. This ranking favors, of course, Kenya and putting it across ahead of any other African country. The second African country, in fact, comes at position 16 out of 60, which is Morocco. What this therefore means is that the sector and digitization has been growing. But despite the growth of this sector, it has also had its fair share of challenges. You will remember that only last year, banks, businesses lost close to 21 billion shillings because of cybersecurity. And what this conference entailed was bringing a legal framework that will aid and put away, of course, the loopholes that have been there. Sealing these loopholes is what experts and digital economy analysts rather say will have a preposterous journey ahead of the country's economy. But of course, this puts Kenya at a favorable position. Cybersecurity has been a concern. You'll remember that last week, Information, Communication and Technology Ministry called for a public participation of the Privacy and Data Bill of 2018. Therefore, a huge concern, data protection, and of course, consumer protection. Many at times, people who buy things online are gullible to the fact that what they buy often does not meet the standards that they have required. So protection in terms of data and consumer is what largely headlined this conference, and coming up with legal frameworks and policies that will address this situation. Abi?
Well, Abubakar, quite interesting times for the digital space in the country. And from interactions with various participants at this particular event, what are some of the solutions towards improving the digital space when it comes to improving security of users online?
Well, Abi, that's $1 million question, and a constant reply from the stakeholders whom we were able to talk to seemingly is of policies. They say through cybersecurity and cyber crimes, they are losing a lot of money. Businesses, banks themselves are also losing a lot of money to this. Therefore, what they say will be a gatekeeper to all this is policies and legal reformations, having laws that will have to deal with individuals who go against the standards of the industry.
All right, Abubakar. Quite interesting statistics and, of course, interesting times for the digital space. Many thanks for your